Hi, I went to the cinema this weekend and saw Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, the new film adaptation of the very popular role playing game, which has previously spawned one theatrically released film, two straight to video sequels, and the 1980s animated series. This doesn't try to incorporate our real world into the story at all, and simply is an adventure set in a quasi medieval fantasy realm, with various characters having to team up in the form of creating some sort of heist in order to defeat one of their former number, who has seized control of the area, and thwart plans by the evil Red Wizards to take over the world. Um, I had very much uh, doubts about this. I find that fantasy generally is something that doesn't quite work with me because the rules seem to be very arbitrary. That being said, of course, in Dungeons and Dragons, it's made entirely of rules. So there was a great deal of structure to the world with which we were being presented. We have a variety of different characters. We have Chris Pine as a former spy who has turned to crime. We have his cohort, a barbarian played by Michelle Rodriguez. And I was very pleased that right at the start, we're told that their relationship is that equivalent of siblings, that there is no romantic relationship between them at all, which was refreshing. And various supporting characters, a shape-changing elf, a struggling wizard, a very po-faced knight, and their former cohort, the rascally con man played by Hugh Grant, who winds up being the villain of the movie and delivers another Hugh Grantish Paddington 2 type performance. Um, the plot is very much sort of go here and do that, so you can go here and do that, and it's very it's much structured like I believe the game is. But there is enough character and there is enough humor and there is enough um, love of the lore and the world of the story to make it a really enjoyable production. It does run a little long at well over 2 hours, but I found it to be very enjoyable. It's an entertaining fantasy adventure. It has likable characters, entertaining dialogue, some excellent set pieces, a big mixture of various kinds of monster and setting, and there seems to be an almost bottomless well of uh, myth and lore incorporated in the gaming world upon which this film and future films can draw. So overall, I found it to be not terribly deep, not terribly original in the way it was structured, but far better than I had anticipated. And I would recommend it as one of the most enjoyable films I've seen in the cinema in some time.